We explored the 1-kilometer-long St. Beatus Caves on Lake Thun in Switzerland as part of a road trip around Lake Thun and Lake Brienz. We stopped by a few smaller lake towns and ended our journey at castle ruins that were actively being excavated. We started our journey in the idyllic Swiss village of Ringgenberg on Lake Brienz. We're up by Kirchenruine St. overlooking the river and Lake Thun, and it's absolutely gorgeous up here.
We wandered into an old ruin that's now a church where there was yodeling going on. So
Yeah.
That was random. Beautiful views up there too. And then we saw this viewpoint I thought was in a picture in the bakery we ate at this morning. So we was like, I think it's here. We'll check it out.
But yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous up here, and there's these beautiful views of actually both lakes. There's Lake Brennersee over there. The city you see down below is Interlaken, between two lakes. But yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. There's these just little small towns along the lakes that have beautiful viewpoints. So we're just checking those out and hoping it doesn't rain again.
On the way back to our car, we saw an antique store called Trödel Market im Park Hotel. This place was massive. There were antiques from multiple centuries and they had a huge variety. We would definitely recommend checking this out if you're into antiquing. From Ringgenberg, we headed to Iseltwald on Lake Brienz. We ate lunch right on the lake at restaurant Seagarten. While we were eating, we saw the old castle and we walked to the peninsula to see if we could get a closer look. But it's now privately owned, so we weren't able to get any closer. From Iseltwald, we drove to Oberhofen to check out the beautiful views of Lake Thun. The water was super choppy and it was very windy, so we continued on to our next stop, St. Beatus Caves.
From down below, St. Beatus Caves are an imposing structure. The entrance is high up on the cliff, and we had to walk up a steep pathway that crisscrossed over the giant waterfall as we made our way up.
We are at the St. Beatus Caves. Outside was gorgeous. We have no clue what the inside is going to look like, but besides some photos, so we'll see.
Child.
Oh, temperature's changing. This is crazy. This is inside a cave. It's cool. I wonder if it ever gets so flooded. It's a little village.
About 14 kilometers of the extensive cave system have been mapped, but it's only possible to explore 1 kilometer on the tour. It takes about an hour to explore the caves. The caves have grottos, chambers, and gorges, as well as streams, waterfalls, and imposing stalactites and stalagmites.
So apparently this whole thing will flood, and they actually close it a couple times a season, whatever a season is. But interesting. You can even bring your dog in here for 10 francs.
After thoroughly exploring the caves, we headed to Ruine Wessenau. Ruine Wessenau was a former imperial castle built in the 13th century. It's the best preserved and biggest castle in the Bernese Oberland. It was originally built as a fortified harbor on the mouth of the Aire River as it enters Lake Thun. Now it's part of a nature preserve and is actively being excavated and preserved. You can climb to the top of the castle where there are beautiful views of the lake and the river. You also get a different view into the excavation site. We ended our day by walking down to where the river met the lake and soaked up the views before we left the next day. This was the end of our Swiss adventures. Thanks for following along. Please like and subscribe to follow along for more of our adventures. Thanks for watching.